What's up, everybody? BBKDRAGOON here, and last time on Monday Night in the Pit, I asked you what your favorite first-person shooter of all time was, and I got a lot of different responses. Surprisingly, not a lot of Half-Life 2. Shame on you all. I'm just kidding. It's all good. So, Chaintooth said Borderlands 2, because I had so much stuff to do. Odyssey's Gaming, the competitive side of Titanfall. I have recently pugged with competitive teams a few times, and when people know what they're doing, the game becomes fun again. By far the fastest shooter today, Titanfall takes it with its competitive side. I only say this because I've never played Half-Life 2 or Halo 2. Have a great week, BBK, and thanks for giving me something to look forward to each Monday. Thanks, Odysseys. Monday Night in the Pit happens every other week, by the way, just so you guys know. It's been doing that for a while. Godinsky, my favorite FPS in game is for sure BioShock Infinite. Story-wise, it was amazing and blew my mind. The overall theme made me fall in love with its universe. Sadly, there is no multiplayer. What a pretty game it was, indeed. The gaming noobs, I've played a lot of first-person shooters, so this is a difficult choice, but I would have to go with Halo 2. Great game with a good story and gameplay, but with Halo 3 and Battlefield 3 as close seconds. Good choices. The Digster 1-3. Now there's a tough question. I love the original 3 Ratchet & Clank games, and they're very, very well made. But 007 Nightfire and Time Splitters Future Perfect both hold special places in my heart. Thank you for bringing Time Splitters up. Very few people did. Samuel Purchase. I love Call of Duty Modern Warfare. It might be old, but I love playing survival with my friends. I feel that AW isn't as good, but if you disagree, it's okay. What do you mean like survival? Is it like a modded version? Because as far as I remember, Modern Warfare did not have a survival mode. Edward Kenway. Destiny. Because it was the very first and only FPS that I've played. Well, Edward, get out there and try a few more FPS games, my friend. You will enjoy Half-Life 2. Daniel Mitchell. I hate to be generic, but I have to go with Halo CE. That game was the first shooter and also the first video game I ever played as a little 8-year-old. So many good memories. The campaign blew my mind, and at the time, it was the coolest thing ever to me. I never took the multiplayer seriously, but instead goofed around on quad-screen custom games on maps both large and small. Huge sandbox with a variety of weapons and vehicles, yet the game was beautiful in its simplicity. So much fun. Well said. Ronald Creedler. This is so difficult for me to decide which FPS is my favorite because I play a ton of different kinds. To me, it has to be a draw between Destiny for fun, shared moments with friends, Team Fortress 2 for its chaotic game types, and Halo 3 for my favorite Halo game besides Halo 5, since it's not out yet. Good choices there. Trill Rida. I couldn't help but laugh at 8:16 when Crota needed to be dropped again and you were just randomly shooting a Suros, then switched to shotgun instead of using rockets or a sniper to help out your sword bearer. Good vid, BBK. Well, Trill, I was actually told to be using my Suros there. We were trying to do hard mode with just 5 people, and I was told to be the Suros person so that the shield wouldn't drop. If you have consistent damage going on him, that shield won't drop, but as soon as there's a time of like 1 second in between shots not being hit on him, that shield refills. Sure. Blizzard Ball. Best FPS games I've ever played. Got quite a few that I consider my favorites, so I'll just put them into 3 subcategories. Right now, my main competitive FPS is Counter-Strike Go. Never been too aware of the details of many FPS games, but Go's competitive ranking, balance, attention to detail, map design, and so many other things make it peak above the rest. In terms of my favorite arena FPS, I would have to say Quake Live. Hands down. This game has been a long-time favorite for many, if you still consider it to be Quake 3, and has a huge nostalgia factor for many people. There's a lot of id Software did right here. There's a lot that id Software did right here, and there's just too much to give this game praise for. Lastly, just some great honorable mentions of mine would be Fallout 3 for its great story and how in-depth the game can be, Borderlands 2 for its comedy, and Team Fortress 2 for its extremely open-ended style of play. Thanks for all the great work you do, BBK. Cheers. Thanks, Blizzard Ball. Good list. Chris Walks Fast. Favorite single-player FPS is Fallout 3, and favorite multiplayer would be Halo 3. Such great memories with both games, but Halo 3 is really what got me into the great series that we all love. Most of the time, that is. Firewild Kid. Has to be Halo 3, but not because of the raw gameplay, not to take anything away from it, but because of all the memories that I have built up on that game. Going around a mate's house and playing it constantly, even though I was a total scrub lord. It is the sole reason why I got into the franchise and ended up meeting people in the fantastic community. Good comment. Alexander Kreisel, Halo Reach, people give it a bunch of junk, and while armor locking was annoying, I just had so much fun playing. No shooter I've played since was able to capture me like Reach did. DMR better than BR. Also, did you hit rank 15 Legend or just plain rank 15 in Hearthstone? Plain rank 15, dude. If I was like Legend 15, I would be making nothing but Hearthstone videos. I'd be living up that Hearthstone money. The Swagapotamus. For me, it has to be Halo 3. It provided some of the best single-player and multiplayer experiences due to its fantastic gunplay and skill gap in multiplayer. There truly is no better feeling than out-BRing another player. That is a good feeling. Captain Dane. I personally believe that Halo 3 is the best FPS I have ever played. The distinction between social and ranked, a great selection of multiplayer maps, and amazing custom games and community, and not to mention a phenomenal campaign. Also, who could forget the introduction of Forge and Theater modes? Some honorable mentions include the other Halo games, Modern Warfare 2, Destiny, and Borderlands, in no particular order. Have a great week, BBK. Thank you, Dane. Please veto for BRs, hands down, Titanfall. Once you learn the movement system well, the amount of fun you can have is ridiculous. Competitive matches are also a blast to watch. I love the movement system in Titanfall. Nanny Varmint, Far Cry 3 was so good, especially Blood Dragon. I've yet to play Far Cry 4, but I'm excited to play it when the price drops. Titanfall was great as well. Jake Barcelona, gotta go with Deus Ex HR for SP, and Halo Reach and Perfect Dark for multiplayer. Oh, for single player, I got it. Yeah, Deus Ex Human Revolution was supposed to be really good. PS loving Final Fantasy X so far, thanks for the recommendation. Hey, I'm so glad you're playing that, it's a great game, man. Rare Fungus, Halo 2, no doubt. KZ ass dude, I thought there was an R in my name too until a little while ago. Ain't that just crazy? Best shooter for me though is Star Wars Battlefront, because of the first one, because of my memories with my friends playing together and being able to dump hours of my life on it at a time. By the way, I got it on PC recently and the mods have added so much replayability. It's insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. So what I find pretty interesting here with the list is you guys, for the most part, gave your opinions on your favorite shooters based off of the memories that you have with it. And I think we as gamers do this a lot. You know, we don't have to put on the objective eye of a reviewer. Rather, we can tell what our favorite game is, usually based off of our previous experiences with it, not like on a fundamental game design level. Like for me, on a game design level, I think Half-Life 2 is one of the best single-player shooters I have ever played. From a multiplayer perspective, I'm going to have to go with Counter-Strike. I think it's so well designed. Now, if we're talking memories, Halo 3 and Halo Reach, I have huge memories and just total nostalgia for, and I love those titles. So thank you for your comments. I wasn't able to get to everybody today. Last time I did a longer Monday Night in the Pit, and there seemed to be a lot of viewer drop-off, so I'm going to try and keep it as quick as possible. I go in the order that I receive the comments, and the topic for next time is: how do you stay active? Do you play sports? If so, what sport do you do? Do you do an activity that keeps you active and fit and healthy? This is something that's really important. And if you're not active right now, don't be afraid. Share it. Let us know why. I can tell you during my earlier years of college, I wasn't that active. And then the last few years of college, I made it a huge priority to cycle. I like to ride bikes a lot. Many of you know that. But I think having a sport or an activity is really helpful for gaming, and it can help your mental space quite a bit. So if you do an activity, let me know what it is, and do you think it helps with gaming? If so, let me know. Thanks everybody, I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next time on Monday Night in the Pit.